Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to all. My name is AUNI ADILAH BINTI TAWOOSH and I am a year 5 student from Sekolah Kebahasaan Gugusan Lekir. Quoting an article from gladreaders.com written by Subhash Sharma. He mentioned that there are 17 reasons why reading is important for everyone. I would like to point out a few reasons that attract me after reading this book. The first would be reading impart valuable lesson, whereby after reading any storybook, there would definitely lesson to be learned. In addition, reading is important to enhance our memory, as we would need to remember the characters, the setting, the plot, the events, any important conversations, and etc. The most important reason for me as a student is reading can be a great motivation to myself. For example, reading a good inspirational book can be inspiring or it can give a guidance to be a better person. Which relate to this English translation of Bawang Merah Bawang Putih storybook. Written by Filzah Ibrahim. This book is published by Institut Terjemahan Buku Malaysia Berhad and Percetakan Nasional Berhad. This book illustrated by Ahmad Khalid Mustafa and it is beautiful. By the title of this story, we can immediately imagine the antagonist characters, a cruel stepmother and a stepsister, both of them living their life by bullying Bawang Merah, like a servant to all the households. Bawang Merah was sad because only family members treat her badly. One day, a government fish appeared and Bawang Merah accepted it as her mother. Stepmother and Bawang Putih were curious when they noticed that Bawang Merah is happier and willingly go to the well to fetch water without being asked. Then they discovered about the gourami. They cooked the fish and cooked it and served it to Bawang Merah. The poor starving Bawang Merah ate the scrumptious meal. That night she dreamed of meeting her mother's spirit. Her mother told her Bawang Merah to look for the gourami bones and burn it near the well. The next day the fish bones were overgrown with banyan tree with a swing hung on its branch. Bawang Merah swing and sing every day to cheer up herself. One day, Bawang Merah was singing on the swing happily, without realizing that the king's son heard her. The king's huntsman found her and at the same time, so did the stepmother and Bawang Putih. Bawang Putih lied and admitted about the singing, which finally the king found out the real singer was Bawang Merah. The king smitten and asked for Bawang Merah hands of marriage. She accepted and lived happily in the palace. From the story, we can learn that we should not be envious of the advantage that others have. Never deceive others because it will definitely pay off. And finally, we must love and respect our family members no matter what shortcomings that they have. What I like about this book, the illustration drawn on page are very beautiful. The detail of the expression on the stepmother's and Bawang Putih face are very clear and obvious that they portray bad and cruel characters. I would recommend all children should own this book or should read this book and appreciate our country's folktale, which had been translated into an easy-to-understand English version from the Fun Through Learning series books, which combine old and new stories that aim to educate children. The old story maintains exciting values, while the new story reinforces good values. At the same time, the series features stories are good seldom told nowadays. That's all from me on Bawang Merah Bawang Putih storybook recension. I bid you farewell. Till we meet again next time. Thank you.